In this episode, we snorkel the beautiful sunflower patch. Jonathan from Sea Mercy chats to us.
I want to give one to each household. They then take ownership of their own food and water.
Yeah.
And Rob tries his hand as a master craftsman.
They look about right.
Yeah.
Not too hard. Oops.
So we are befuddled and don't know which way to go now. We were all geared up and all happy about going to the Marshalls, and then this boat came along and we got a little bit of boat envy. And if we're going to buy a boat,
You want to go to the Marshalls, right?
I want to go to the Marshalls.
Yeah.
But if we're going to buy a boat, where do we go?
Well, we have to go down south to New Zealand.
Yeah, because we can't have two boats. So we're going to sell this boat and buy the other boat. Not that we need a boat, because we've got a boat.
Well, it's a safety issue, isn't it? Again, as we said, if we're going to do a global, and we have an opportunity to get a better, safer, faster, bigger boat.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Bigger boat. But there's far more list items for going north. We can then do what we want to do and go across into Southeast Asia, up into Indonesia, Malaysia, Cambodia, go and visit the prison and all that stuff. If we go back to New Zealand, it delays that 6-12 months. So.
Yep. So anyway, that's where we're going, but right now we're off to the Sunflower Patch scuba site. We've stopped for a snorkel. We're right beside the reef. We're not anchored, Finn's staying on the controls and keeping us off the reef while everybody has a little look around, because it's supposed to be really good coral here. We've been given a heads up as to this is the best place to go for a snorkel.
I know you've always been a friend to me. I've struggled hard, but I failed to see you have always wanted something back. You wanted more than this heart attack. 2 eyes in the middle of a face. 4 if you count both names. 3 and this will make it a crowd. 6 and we can count out and out. How long can I remain selfish?
Two fish in 2 days, unheard of.
Look at Finn, the fisherman, hunter-gatherer, feeding us tonight.
Is that's the same one we had yesterday? Oh, there he goes. Yep, celebratory drink, everybody.
Yeah, one for you first, man.
Yeah, get a load of that, because I hate that as much as you do.
It's called a wahoo, or I think they call it walu as well in Fiji. It's often known, or commonly known though, as a Spanish mackerel. And beautiful little fish. It's not a big one, but it's a good size, it's good enough to eat. And a lot more flesh on it than you really think. Now I'm just going to show you something here that I think is pretty cool. I've shown this a little bit on a skipjack once before. And if you have a look here, these fins sit up here. When he's going really fast, those fins can tuck away and disappear, which is kind of like the skipjack that I showed. Now the difference is though, these side fins, the side pectoral fins, there's no indentation for the fins to tuck away into, as was the case with the skipjack tuna. And another thing here is these little I don't know, little diamonds, I suppose, little mountains, little fins on the bottom and the top of the rear of the fish. They actually move at the back. Look, they're attached at the front of them. So they move each way, back and forth. Pretty amazing. So obviously when the fish is turning sharply, these little ditties help them turn quicker, I guess. It's pretty neat. And then underneath here, these fins here, they do tuck away, really streamlined. they just all disappear if you're going through the water. Pretty cool. So here I'm filleting the Spanish mackerel. Try and do it in one fillet style. I don't know how successful I am. I don't want to miss too much flesh, but I think that's coming along pretty good. This one came out spotty dog. This is spotty dog. Really good. Really well done.
Even though you do say so yourself.
It's a bit hit and miss with this with me, but sometimes I get it. They say you should always cut away from yourself, Rachel. Look at that. It's pretty good. Oh, look at that.
Look at this. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
Not really.
Kim's been doing fantastic salads. Beautiful salads every day. It looks very colourful.
But it's like, there's so much heart and soul goes into these as well. It's a beautiful thing. So Kim,
Yes,
how's it been?
it's been beautiful. Yeah, I've loved the fact that I've been able to come on board, feel part of a team, spend time in the kitchen, which is a place that I love. It's a creative space for me. These guys have embraced my cooking, which has been great.
Absolutely.
It's been rejuvenating in every way, and I look forward to coming back again for sure.
He's short one end, this guy. No, it's only fix the other end.
See
and
you.
you'll be okay.
Yeah, that's right. Soon.
Bye bye.
You're a great host.
You're welcome.
Doing it tough. Doing it tough. Good on you guys.
Okay.
Safe journeys, safe travels.
Thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
While cruising, we are hoping to do something meaningful. If we head north to the Marshall Islands, we can support Jonathan from Sea Mercy.
We started in Australia in 2012
Yeah.
with the concept of taking doctors, dentists, ophthalmologists out to remote islands where the main island Ministry of Health cannot reach them. Right now, I've got a charity called Give Clean Water, the founder of which is the International Director of Soya. He's got a couple of thousand filters here for me, and there's 3,000 waiting in Majuro. The UN have bought them. They're with another NGO up in Majuro, but they can't get them out to the remote islands. And that's the same across the South Pacific. It's the last mile logistics they can't do. So I'm just trying to help them out. This is the heart of it. That is a filter based on kidney dialysis system, and it will clean cholera, botulism, typhoid, salmonella, amoebic dysentery, E. coli, coliform bacteria, the whole lot. And dirty water goes in one end, clean water comes out the other end. All you need is a bucket. Here's one I prepared earlier. Dirty water goes in when you need clean water.
Yeah.
You open the cap, you open the valve, and gravity
Just gravity
feed,
feed into another bucket.
and it'll
of
gravity
container.
feed at 1 litre a minute.
Wow. Really? Yeah. Far out.
I want to give one to each household. They then take ownership of their own clean water. So my request to you is, if I can get all the things together,
Yeah.
you just touch base with this NGO in Majuro.
So we've saltwater pump number 2. We did starboard on the way up to Fiji. Port engine saltwater pump has gone out too. The seals and the bearings. So we've replaced the bearings on this shaft here. These brand new bearings, 2 of them. And actually, so I'll just start. I'll put this. I'm just going to reassemble it now. We've run out of time. The guys went home from work. It's Friday. They've got a public holiday Monday, so it's 3 days where we're going to be stationary if I don't get this thing back in. And we've got to use the engines to charge the batteries because there's no wind in this place. So, here goes.
Wish I could wish the world away. Wish you'd be mine and never stray. I wish we'd never age and we would spend our endless days just drawing pretty pictures on a page. But in the end, tossing coins and wishing wells could never save us from ourselves. Save us from ourselves.
Woohoo! Managed to reassemble the saltwater pump. No one thought I could do it, and quite frankly I didn't think I could either. But anyway, turns out I'm the Federer fix-it man. I guess the point is, if I can do it, then well, anyone can. So we're on our way to Musket Cove.
Bola, bola! Have a look, wood carving. Have a little look. Vinaka.
So we have just made a purchase. This bowl.
Bola, sir.
I sort of wonder if I should leave it just like it is, but I do like the design. So we're going to get the Fijian traditional design on the top. I just made a quick phone call.
Okay.
And you have progressed significantly. Beautiful. And the dye in traditional times was made from
Freshwater mud, eh?
freshwater mud. And what's it now? What dye do you use now?
Still using them.
What?
Yeah.
This is water mud.
But this one we have wood stain, eh?
Oh, it's wood stain, yeah.
But the mud goes a bit more darker than the stain, eh?
Right. So this is not the mud.
Yeah. But you're leaving tomorrow, eh?
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Would you mind if I did some?
Pardon?
Would you mind if I did some? Is that a good idea or a bad idea?
You wanna do it?
Yeah. What do you think? Bad idea?
Good.
Maybe I could do that, maybe, and not stuff it up too much. You get the spacing right though, don't you?
Yeah.
You get the spacing perfect. That's amazing. You tell me the technique. Do I use that side of the blade there, eh?
Yeah.
And about there? That look about right?
Yeah.
Not too hard? Oh. Oops. Wow, you got good control. About there? Ooh. Let's try again. Oh god, I've got the wrong angle too. Oh, so we can admire. Oh. I'll tell you, everyone, this is not your work. I think I might stop there. One more. How did it, oh god. Oh, that's bad. Is that bad?
Okay.
You okay?
That's
You take over from that point on. Sorry to ruin your masterpiece. But I will promise to tell people that bit there was not done by the master carver. Thank you for letting me do that. So here we have the finished article, just beautiful, with the minor exception of my little profile, which I can't even see. Well, where is it? Not too bad. It's pretty good.
Up against everything else, you hardly notice it. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Regular as clockwork, every month or so we drag Finn and Declan for a run. Today's excuse was to celebrate the addition of the carver bowl to the boat. The burst of the tree. Finn, put your power down. You're never going to win with
So
that
I'm going
one.
to go up that way. Get me through. Run me, I'll go through. So you go just behind me. Okay, you ready? Ready, set, go! Go!
Well, late one night I flew the coop and I went out for a ride. I wasn't looking at the road in front of me, but for a bar on either side. And when I found that watering hole, I busted down the door and I ordered up 10 whiskeys. Then my head done hit the floor and I sing, I ain't going home tonight. This barroom floor, it feels alright. Give me a pillow and a nursery rhyme and I will go to sleep just fine. I ain't going home tonight. I don't want to see my angry wife. No, I ain't going home tonight.
Next time on the Cruising Kiwis, we make another dramatic entry to Vunda Marina.
Ivan, put the bow on, push me across, quick!
Declan gets a taste for diesel, and Rob develops a tropical ulcer.
I'm in the hospital